morning students. So in our last videos on biotech chapter, that is chapter 2 applications of biotechnology, we have already discussed the applications of biotech in the field of agriculture, and we have already discussed the one application of biotech in the field of medicines, that is the production of insulin, that is production of genetically engineered insulin. Second application of biotech in the field of medicines is the production of monoclonal antibodies. These monoclonal antibodies, they are first discovered by the Kohler and Milstein in 1970. Now what are these monoclonal antibodies are? Why they are made, for what they are specific, that is important. So these monoclonal antibodies are specific for, they are specific for complement mediated, this complement, it is a system, complementary system in our body, it is a complement system in our body which consists of different proteins, of near about 30 different proteins, and these proteins are responsible for providing immunity to our body against some pathogen or diseases. So these monoclonal antibodies, they are specific for complement mediated lysis of some specific antigens. So what are these monoclonal antibodies? These are the specific type of antibodies which are responsible for specific complement mediated lysis of some antigens. Now during the production of these antibodies, when these antibodies are produced, we use some antibody producing cells from spleen of mice, and these antibody producing cells which are taken from spleen of mice, they are hybridized with these cells, that is these cells, they are hybridized with some cancerous or myeloma cells, okay? And now when these cells are hybridized, it resulted into the production of some hybrid, and this hybrid was known as hybridoma. So during production of these monoclonal antibodies, we took some antibody producing cell, that is a B cell from the spleen of mice, and this B cell from the spleen of mice responsible for the production of antibodies, it is hybridized with some cancerous or myeloma cell. When these two cells are hybridized, it resulted into the formation of a hybrid cell. This hybrid cell is known as hybridoma. Now this hybridoma, it have immense growth properties. Immense growth properties of cancerous cell, and it have antibody production properties of this B cell which is taken from spleen of mice. So it shows the continuous cell division according to the cancerous cell, and even this is not responsible for causing cancer because we have changed genetic material, we have changed the alterations in this cell by taking the genetic material of this spleen cell. So this hybridoma which is produced, it continuously divides and it also produces the antibodies, and these antibodies which are produced by this hybridoma, they are for neutralizing or killing some specific antigens, and they are known as monoclonal antibodies. So by this hybridization technique, through genetic engineering or through biotechnology, we have also produced the monoclonal antibodies. And now we will discuss our third application of biotechnology in the field of medicines, that is gene therapy. Okay, so our next topic is, or next application is gene therapy. This gene therapy, it have been used for the treatment of genetic disorders. Genetic disorders by manipulation of genes or defected genes, manipulation of defected genes or DNA. Now, this gene therapy, it have been also used for the treatment of hereditary genetic disorders. Further, this gene therapy, it have been first used in 1990 in a girl of 4 years, and this girl was suffering from ADA deficiency. This ADA deficiency is adenosine deaminase deficiency. Adenosine deaminase deficiency. Now, this adenosine deaminase, it is an enzyme, and this enzyme, it is required for functioning of our immune system. So, this gene therapy have been first used in 1990 in a girl of 4 years suffering from ADA deficiency. ADA is adenosine deaminase deficiency, and it is also known as SCID, that is severe combined immunodeficiency. So in exams it is also asked either SCID or ADA deficiency. And this ADA, that is adenosine deaminase, it is an enzyme, and this enzyme is required for functioning of our immune system. Now, this ADA deficiency, it is caused, why it is caused in case of human beings? It is caused in human beings due to deletion of a gene which is responsible for the synthesis of adenosine deaminase enzyme. So, it is caused due to deletion of a gene responsible for synthesis of ADA, that is adenosine deaminase enzyme. Now, in children, this disease, it can be treated by two different methods. That is, it can be treated either with the help of bone marrow transplantation, it can be treated in children, or it can also be treated with the help of enzyme replacement technique. But both these processes or techniques, they do not cause this disease completely. They do not cure this disease completely. And that's why these gene therapy have been used widely. And now we'll discuss the whole process of this gene therapy, how this gene therapy is carried out during the treatment of ADA deficiency. So now come to the process of gene therapy. So we will discuss this step by step, this process. So during gene therapy process, first we take out the lymphocytes from the blood of patient, and then in second step these lymphocytes they are cultured in some nutrient medium. तो सबसे पहले हमने lymphocytes को बाहर निकाला पेशेंट के ब्लड से, उनको हमने किसी कल्चर मीडियम या न्यूट्रिएंट मीडियम में ग्रो करवा दिया. उसके बाद हम उन lymphocytes के अंदर इंट्रोड्यूस करवाते हैं या इंसर्ट करवाते हैं एक ADA cDNA कैरिंग रेट्रोवायरल वेक्टर. ये cDNA है, इसके पास जीन्स है ADA की सिंथेसिस के लिए. और अब इन ट्रीटेड lymphocytes को हम दोबारा से पेशेंट के ब्लड में इंट्रोड्यूस करवा देंगे. After the introduction of these treated lymphocytes, that patient starts the synthesis of ADA. जैसे हमने उस पेशेंट के ब्लड के अंदर इन ट्रीटेड lymphocytes को इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया, उसके बाद वो पेशेंट एडेनोसिन डीअमाइनेज एंजाइम की सिंथेसिस स्टार्ट कर देता है. लेकिन यहाँ एक प्रॉब्लम है. प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि जो हमारी ट्रीटेड lymphocytes हैं, ये जो lymphocytes हैं, ये जो सेल्स हैं, ये इमोर्टल नहीं है बेटा. इमोर्टल कहने का मतलब कि ये मोर्टल है, इमोर्टल नहीं है. इनकी कभी ना कभी डेथ होनी है, ये कभी ना कभी किल होंगे. तो इसलिए पेशेंट को पीरियोडिक टाइम्स के ऊपर या पीरियोडिकली इंट्रोड्यूस करवानी पड़ती है ट्रीटेड lymphocytes. So now come to the process. So during gene therapy, first the lymphocytes are taken out from blood of patient, now in next step these lymphocytes are cultured in nutrient medium. So in first step we have taken out the lymphocytes from the blood of patient suffering from ADA deficiency. In second step the lymphocytes are cultured, they are grown in some nutrient medium. Now in third step these lymphocytes, I am writing in short form, these lymphocytes are introduced with functional ADA cDNA carrying retroviral vector, because in case of animals, for introduction of some foreign DNA in our DNA, we use this retroviral as a vector molecule. So we have taken out the lymphocytes from the blood of patient, we have grown them in culture medium, and then these lymphocytes are introduced with a retroviral vector which contains the cDNA for ADA. Now in next step these treated lymphocytes are introduced into blood of patient, and now this patient starts synthesis of ADA. But the main problem here during gene therapy is these lymphocytes, they are immortal, they have to undergo death after some time. So the patient requires a periodical introduction of such treated lymphocytes in order to treat the ADA deficiency. And this is the process of your gene therapy. It is very important. It is usually asked in your exams, and this process is asked in your exam. So you have to learn it thoroughly. Thank you, students.